Talk about the excitement of this time of year and just heading into the NCAA tournament.
Well, this is something that this program's been working for a long time, and so to get our first at-large bid, obviously there's great excitement with that, and we feel like we've earned it this year, and we feel like we're playing well, and there's this balance of being excited to be here, and also we want to come here and play well, and we'd love to win a match or two.
You guys obviously had 4 teams get in from your conference. Just talk about how that prepares you for this postseason play with how tough your conference was this year.
Yeah, the Missouri Valley was the 6th-rated conference in the country. We felt like we deserved 4 teams to get into the tournament. But what that meant was each night we were playing great volleyball. Northern Iowa is a top 10 team or top 11 team right now in the country, and then Wichita State, Missouri State, and us were all top 50 RPI, as were Drake, Southern Illinois, a good portion of the year. So top to bottom, we've got great depth. So I think hopefully that'll prepare us. And we play Friday, Saturday nights, just like the Big Ten does. We're excited to play Friday, and hopefully we'll get an opportunity to play Saturday.
I guess talk about your team's season a little bit. You guys look like you're peaking at the right time. Just kind of go through how it's kind of led up to this point.
I think we had a lot of question marks coming into the year. One of our expected starting middles tore ACL a week before season, and then our other starting middle twisted her ankle in our first match of the season. So we had 2 newbies in the middle for the first 2 weeks, and that's obviously a big challenge. We lost some matches during that time, but I think it got some kids experience that was needed. Other kids had to step up. The thing with this team that's been fun to watch is different kids have stepped up night to night. When you ask who our star player is, I couldn't tell you. It's going to depend. Tomorrow night it could be a hitter, it could be a DS, it could be a setter. So once we hit conference season, I think we still had a lot of question marks as a team. We started conference season playing pretty well, and I think at that point so much of it is the power of belief, and we started to believe that we were a pretty good team and got some big wins. We beat Wichita State and Missouri State first go around in 5, both of them back-to-back nights on our home court, and I think that was huge as far as confidence and believing, hey, we're a good team. And then the real exciting thing is in my 8 years, this is the first year, because when we went into conference season, we were not a bubble team. We weren't even in the mix, and we earned our bid in conference. And that hasn't always been the case in the Missouri Valley. So to be able to earn a bid in conference, I think, we got to thank all the teams in the Valley for what they did in the non-conference season.
Talk about what your team does well, and you kind of touched on a lot of it there, but talk about what you guys do well and what you'll need to do to have a successful weekend here.
Yeah. I think that we are blue collar. I think we work hard. I think we're very passionate. I think we serve and pass pretty well. And I think we've got pretty good offensive parity. So, we're going to need to serve we're going to need to serve aggressively and in the court, obviously. We're going to need to be in system a lot. Because I think part of our success is when our setter can open up single blocks, our hitters do far, and that's any team, but I think that's really imperative for us. And then we're going to need to block well. We're a relatively big team, and it's going to be key to shut down. Iowa State's got some outstanding hitters, so it's going to be key to contain some of their studs for us to be successful.
Finally, just talk about, I don't know if it's the significance or just how interesting it is to kind of have all these teams kind of stacked in the same region together. I know the NCAA tries to do that purposely, but just to be able to have teams that are kind of familiar with each other and programs that are around this area playing all in the same region together.
Yeah, I think the other 3 are more familiar with each other than we are. We played Iowa State and Minnesota about 3 to 4 years ago, and I think their rosters are very different. We haven't played North Dakota State for about 3 years, too. So we have some general familiarity from years ago and just recruiting some of the kids, because obviously, especially Iowa State, their roster is very Nebraska-laden because their coach is from Nebraska and obviously was a national champion at Nebraska. So she's done a nice job stealing our kids. And so we're pretty familiar with a lot of their kids as high schoolers, but we really haven't seen any of these 3 teams in a college realm. Maybe I'll pick up an Iowa State game on television occasionally when they're playing Nebraska. But other than that, there's not a lot of familiarity for Creighton for these 3 teams. While I think the other 3 played each other this year, I believe. Is that right? Or at least I know Iowa State played both North Dakota State and Minnesota this year.
Thank you, and good luck this week.
All right, thank you so much.
Great. Just talk about the excitement of getting here as a senior and just how much you're looking forward to getting postseason play started.
Well, it's definitely exciting. We've never done it before, so that's obviously excitement. We've been playing really well together, and we're enjoying each other, so I think it's it's exciting just to put it all together now. So.
How much does your conference prepare you for this opportunity here, where you guys got 4 teams in from your conference, and obviously you were playing tough matches night in, night out?
Yeah, well, I mean, everyone made each other better, I think, because we go into every night, we know that we have to play tough, and we can't just look over any team. Every team's good in the Valley, so I think that it was important that our conference was really good this year, and that they can push us and make us a better team too.
And what do you guys feel you have to do well coming into this weekend to succeed in your matches here?
I think we just need to be confident and aggressive. We know that we're a good team, and we just need to play to the best of our ability.
I guess finally, just talk about any, familiarity or whatever you might have with these teams. You guys obviously haven't played them, but they're teams from your region, and teams that are kind of, have been ranked, and you guys and that other opponents from your conferences have played.
Yeah, I mean, like my coach said, we don't know a lot about them. We hear a lot, and we've done some scouting on them. So I mean, just what we've picked up on from stats and scouting and looking at that. I mean, that's about all we really know about them.
Cool. Thank you, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks.